Hi, Namaste. Can you all hear me? Great. Wishing each one of you a very happy 74th Independence Day. So while India is celebrating Independence Day, I'm sure we would all love to celebrate our own independence. So when I say our independence, it means independence of thought, mind, body, and soul. I'm sure we all know that this particular webinar, which has been hosted by Magic of Holistic Health, is on manifestation on the lunar cycle, which is when we work with the moon. Now, when we work with moon, there are two phases, the new moon and the full moon. I am not talking about the full moon at all. Today, I'm talking only about new moon because new moon is just around the corner, which is on the 19th of August. So there are a lot of manifestations we can do in life with moon. Moon is just a wonderful thing. And that has been my personal experience. I'm sure Dr. Saurabh would also share that with you, and many of you apart from us must have experienced. So today, while we are talking about the new moon, so as you all know that moving around the, when the moon is just moving around, it goes and positions itself in different zodiacs. And that's why you would hear people saying, oh, it's a new moon in the Gemini, or it's a new moon in the Scorpio. But I will not get into that detail of the lunation cycle. I am going to talk to you primarily about new moon manifestation in general, which can be done by anyone and everyone. So before I start that, I'm going to share two tips with you today on new moon manifestation. First one is a journal writing on new moon. So this is my new moon journal. So I usually write here on all my new moons. So I have quite a few journals, and this is my last journal which I'm using for last 3 new moons. So what did I do? So in this journal I write the wishes that I am looking forward to manifest in my life during the new moon. So how did I start with it? First of all, this book has to be a new book. So for me, if you see, there are few pages which are written. So why are they written? Because they are primarily written because I have gone ahead and written quite a few new moon manifestation wishes here. Therefore, they are written. But for you, when you start journaling your manifestation wishes, make sure that this journal of yours is a new book. It has to be a new book. You don't need to buy a book just like that. If you have a notebook, a diary, a simple notebook, the ones that children use for school, you can even use that. You can just pick that up, but make sure it is new. And even this front page, there's nothing should be written. It should not be used. You should not use the back of the book to make a grocery list or something. So it should be for nothing except your new moon journaling. This is my new moon journal. So this is something even you can do. So how do I use this new moon journal? So when I started with this new moon journal, the first thing I did on the new moon was to clear the space. So usually I sit here. So if you see outside, you can see like it's pretty nice view from my room. So this is usually my sacred space where I sit. And this is where I do my most rituals as well as my journaling or whatever I want to do. What I do is I just sit in this place, I clear the space, I make this a sacred space. Um, okay, my voice is cracking. All right. Is it any better now? Can you hear me? Is it good for you? Okay. So what I do here is I take the when on the very first time when I started writing, when it was my new book, I took this book. I clear this space around me. So when I clear, I use sage and I also use incense, which I love. So when you're clearing your space, it is not necessary that you have to use sage, you have to use Palo Santos, or you have to use any of those that I am talking about. You can use anything which you connect. Because when we are doing a new moon, it's about me, it's about my relation with me and then the universe. So it's me, which is very important. So it's my soul, it's my thought, and then it is this surrounding which you see around. So it is a connection of a human ritual is about a connection of me with, which you would call your higher self or your divine self, whatever you want to call it, and your environment, which is actually your aura, your electromagnetic field. So the more you connect, the more you manifest. So the more it's here, the more is the thought. So how did I start? So I took a new book. I i took my oil, which I'm not going to talk about in this session. So all you need to do is take a new book, take some oil in your palm, place it all around, place it like this, not smear it. Very little you need, you don't need much. You just smear it to your book. Take the book on your left hand like this, put your right hand onto it, and you just say, Dear New Moon Journal, you are my new book for my journaling and writing the intentions of the new moon carefully. As I write into it, you manifest it for me. Now, this is my bunch of colorful pens which are inside my pouch. It's my very favorite thing. So you take a pen, you can take, do not take pencils because pencils can be easily erased. It can just move on. It can be rubbed, right? So take pen, you can take colorful pens, you can take colorful sketch pens, you can draw, you can paint, you can do whatever you want. So in this book, you just start writing. So you make sure that you have cleaned your space, you are sitting well, you are well relaxed when you're doing that. If you want, you can go to your bed and lie down, sit down, write down while you're writing. Just be at ease with yourself. That is very, very important. Then you start writing. Now when you start writing in your journal, make sure you're using only present tense, no past tenses, no future tenses. It should be something like you have already manifested. It should be something like I am, I have, I feel. So if you want to manifest money, you can say I have x amount of money in my account. I'm feeling blessed. If you want to manifest relationship, then you got to write, I am manifesting relationship. This relationship is already there in place. So that's how you are going to go ahead and start writing in your journal. Now, once you have written everything, once you've made the entry, you also need to give a thanks note in this book of yours. So, what you will write? You would write, I give thanks to the universe for all of this new moon intentions fully manifesting for perfect alignment and absolutely highest good for me and everyone involved in this manifestation. So be it, and so it is. Now, after you have written all of that, you got to go ahead and open the book and read it as many times as you want aloud. I read it at least 5 to 10 times, including my thank you note, and then you can keep it safely in a place which is safe. Now, what I do, I usually keep it, so when I'm sleeping, I put it below my pillow and I sleep, because that's what I do. And when I'm working, it's somewhere near me. If it is I'm working here, so I would put it something like this and work with it. But you should keep it in a safe place. That is very, very important. All right. So this is one of the ways how you can do your manifestation. Another very simple way of manifesting, but this is my way, this is a proven way, and this is called journaling. This is called journaling of new moon, and you can always do it in every new moon. Now do not use, now there's something which people always ask me, so can I use this same journal for full moon journaling also? No, you will not. You will use it only for your new moon. This is your new moon journal. This is not your full moon journal. This is your new moon journal. Now the question which comes is, why am I saying a new moon is for manifestation? So what is new moon? New moon is about Amavasya, right? In Hindi we call it Amavasya. So it's a lunar cycle, and new moon is like a clean slate. It's like an open slate. When the moon is coming up, it is new. So it is the time when you can manifest something for yourself. This is the day when you actually sow the seed of manifesting something you desire to do. So this is the day, from the new moon to the full moon, you are going to go ahead and manifest. So it's a clean slate. The sky is clean. The moon is just coming up. It's a new phase. It's a new day. It's something new. Therefore, this is the time when we all love to manifest something. This is the day when you sow the seed of desire or manifestation that you want to do or you want to achieve in your life. However, while doing all of this, like I always say, I reiterate the same words. I don't think there's much difference when I say this. Uh, it is intention. How strong is your intention? How strong are you with your intentions? Because remember, when you manifest something, it's the law of attraction. So it starts with the thought. So my one thought makes me who I am. If I'm blissful, it's my thought that come what may, ups and downs. Life is all about ups and downs. Life is never straight, because if your life becomes a straight, then we it's going to be a, it's like an ECG. If I have to give an example, if an ECG comes straight, it means life ceases. So if your life becomes straight, there's always happy, happy, happy. There's nothing. There's no ups and downs. Then that's I don't think that's really life. Life would make any. It would not make a lot of sense. It would not make a lot of. It will not bring that accomplished sense of accomplishments. So this is the time that you would love to manifest something. You would love to manifest something. This is the time when you should manifest or sow the seed to manifest something. So if I have to say this in Hindi for you, it's something like अमावस्या का टाइम पे हम वी जो भी हम डिजायर्स है हमारे मैनिफेस्ट करने के लिए, that we do at during new moon, which is the amavasya. And we do it in a lot of ways. One of the way which I am talking today is about writing a journal, making a new moon intention journal. Now when you are doing a new moon intention journal, you have only 3 simple steps to follow. The first step is clearing the space, making a sacred space. You can use an incense of your choice. I use sage personally because I like that smell. So I would use a sage all around the house. I would sage my notebook also. I would sage my hands. Like I just hold the sage and sage it, like the burning sage. I just sage it like this and sage it all around me. When I have smeared and smudged in sage, I would just put a little camphor in a, so that there's a nice aroma in the house. There's all negativity is cleared. And then I start doing it. And on this day, on the entrance of my house, I do burn camphor. Nothing, you can take a small bowl and you can just put a camphor, a nice camphor, and you can lit it and let it be there. So once it's burnt and done, you can you can just take that away, the vessel in which, or in the utensil you are burning the camphor. But make sure you don't leave it unattended. It is very risky. put a lot of incense, whichever suits or whatever, whichever kind of fragrance you feel connected to. So I feel connected to lavenders, I feel connected to cinnamons. So I usually burn all of those. Now, that's how you do the journaling. I will first take questions before I go to the next. Pamela, you wrote, what oil do we use, and can we use different journal for different purpose at one new moon? Pamela, I will not tell you about this oil. As you all know that on from 19th we are starting the Saint Expedite Advanced Manifestation Ritual. Some of you who are here have already done with us the first level, and it's out of your response we have arranged to do the second level, which is the advanced level, and that's where we are going to talk about this ritual oils which you can use. I am not going to talk about the ritual oils. If you want to know about the ritual oils, I would request you to please come and enroll in our web, enroll in the course, in the workshop. You will get full details of what ritual oils, when to use, what to use, how to use. You will get to know everything. Yeah. So now I'm going to go to the second thing, which is pretty common and commonly done by people, is about writing a chit or a wish. Now, when you're writing a wish, what you can do is you can take a nice white paper. I'll show you how. So you can take a nice white paper like this. Again, clean the space as I told you earlier. You can take a nice candle. So I'm taking a green candles because I want to manifest abundance in finance. I want abundance, prosperity. So when we talk of candles, now different candles are for different purposes. Green is usually used for prosperity. Red is used for manifestation of relationship, uh, manifestation of your boyfriend or a partner, or kind of better relationship enhancement. You can use red and pink. If you want to manifest money, you use green. If you want to if you have a desire or a wish for a new job or something, you might want to use a blue. It can be a sky blue, it can be an indigo blue, it can be a dark blue, it can be any shade of blue. uh, in case you are confused and you want an overall abundance, then you can use a white candle, because white candle is it elevates, it kind of helps you elevate. So you take a white paper, you just, in present tense, you got to write what you want to write. So suppose you are desiring a good job with a particular amount of salary. So you say, I have got a job paying me X amount of salary and I am super happy. Then, after you've written, this is the first fold, this is the second fold, yeah. Then you put your candle on top of it and you lit your candle. Once the candle has been burnt on the new moon day, you take it out, you remove this candle. So if you don't have a votive kind of a candle like this, you can also use the tea lights. They're equally good. Just place it on this paper. This, after the candle is burnt, you take this paper, put it below your pillow till the full moon. If your wish is taken care, excellent. Otherwise you can just keep it. So that's the second way how you can manifest for the new moon ritual, either with a piece of paper or with a journal. Journaling is the most effective. I have done that and it does help. The very first time, this is not my first manifestation book, this is possibly my 15th. So the first one that I used, I just wrote, I feel peace. How long to burn the candle? You have to ensure that if you are using a candle like this, please make sure the candle is fully burnt. The candle should be burnt fully. So if you've done it in the evening of the new moon, if it keeps burning till the next day, allow it to burn till the time it burns. You can keep it, Avisha, you can keep the paper or the journal book if you're making it. I suggest this is the best option. I have not done the paper yet, so but I have heard people did get benefit, but it's I have not done it. I do journaling. I believe in journaling more than anything, because I feel that journaling is the best way. So if you have got kids moving around and you know that they're going to tear the pages, yes, please keep it in a place which is safe. It can be your cupboard, it can be your bookshelf, it can be anywhere. No, the paper will not burn, because if you're using something like this, the paper will not burn. It will just stay on it, because there's a glass thing, so it will not burn. And if you are using something like a tea light candle, make sure there's a small holder, a tea light holder. So place the holder on top of the paper. Once the wish is fulfilled, you just got to go ahead and burn and show it to the give it to the universe, which you would learn in a full moon manifestation. So I am not doing full moon manifestation. There is no particular time. It can be done in the evening once, which is the after the moonrise. Anytime from the moonrise to the moonset, it can be done. A preferred time is during moonrise, so I prefer to do it around 7:38 in the evening. Right. Now, while I'm just talking about all of this, there's something which is very important in any manifestation that you do. Whether you do a Saint Expedite manifestation, whether you do a new moon manifestation, or you do a full moon manifestation, very important thing is to invoke. So, invoke, as I said, is my thought. So, my thought is who I am and what destiny I am trying to make. Who and how and what I am comes from my thought. So if I think that I am happy, I will be happy all through no matter what. And if I think I am not happy, I will never be happy, because I'm going to keep, like brooding, unhappy, sulking, making face. And as a result, when that when I'm unhappy, when it is here in my thought, it's going to sink into me, and that's how I'm going to carry on. In order to stop that, your thoughts are very important, very very important. It is all in your thought and also all in your mind. So once it's in your thought, you're going to think in alignment, and then you are going to go ahead and manifest what you want in life. So those are the two ways of how you do it. And now the very most important way of another thing is writing the law of abundance check. How many of you have heard about law of abundance check? Anybody who has heard about law of abundance check? So Dr. Anupama, when you do your abundance check, what do you usually do? How do you usually go about writing it?
The unmute and talk.
Yeah, sure.
We take a check from a checkbook and use a green pen to write.
Mm-hmm.
And this has to be done before sunset, anytime
Okay.
during the day.
Okay.
And we don't fill in any amount. We write paid in full
Mm-hmm.
from the universe. And where the
Mm-hmm.
signature is, we write thank you, thank you, thank you 3 times. This is how we do
Okay.
it.
Oh,
And you
excellent,
please guide
excellent.
us.
Of course, I will. I will. That's what I'm here for today. I will. I will. Thank you so much, Dr. Anupama. Okay, so as you all heard, she already knows about abundance check. So everybody writes abundance check in their own ways. Now, what is abundance check? Abundance check is our way of saying gratitude to the universe at large. So people have their own ways of writing a abundance check. What I am going to teach you or talk to you about writing an abundance check is exactly how I learned from one of my mentor, Kat Miller from Blue Iris. So in Blue Iris, what we do is we have something like this. Can you all see? Is it visible to all? Can you guys see this? So this is a format of an abundance check which is available in Blue Iris. Now, if you see here what is written, it writes here the law of abundance. So this is where you have the law of abundance. Then you write, it's written, pay to the order of my name and all of Earth's inhabitants, which means here you're going to write your own name and your family's name. So when you are writing your name, so if I have to write my name, I will write Anandita Banerjee and family. I will not write Anandita Banerjee, then my husband's name, then my mom's name, then my in-laws' name. I'm not going to do all of that. I'm just going to write my name and I'm going to write about my family and family. So when I say family, it includes everybody who is my family. Likewise, when you write, you need to write your name and family if it is for all of them. If it is not for all of them, it is only for you, you're just going to write your name. Then there is a Om here, if you can see. I'll bring it a little close. I hope everybody can see. So there's a small Om here. Then it writes paid in full. Out here it writes paid in full, highest good abundance, for unconditional love, joy, peace, all highest good, and the check is signed for the law of abundance. So this is what is a law of abundance check in Blue Iris exactly looks like. Now different mentors have different way, and everything there's nothing that is incorrect. It's just that what appeals. So a lot of people might put embellishments, some put Zebu symbols, some put Sijo. Though I know Zebu symbols, but my abundance checks do not have any symbols. The reason I do not put any embellishments and I always write it in blue is because colors denote certain things. So when I said that, when I was talking about the color, so as Dr. Anupama said that they write in green. So when you write in green, it is more of prosperity in terms of financial abundance. What if I'm looking for health? If I'm looking for relationship? If I'm looking for an overall abundance, just for self-love? That's the reason why I and Blue Iris always say to prefer to write it in blue ink. Now, this is available abundantly in Google. So you can take a printout and start writing your abundance checks. In case you think you cannot, I have a lot of options for you. This is an option which is handwritten. So this is written in hand by me. Now, in place of date, instead of the new moon, you write now and forever. And you do not put your name and signature anywhere. You sign the check as law of abundance. And this is how you write it in hand. Now, once you have written that in hand, again, you take some oil, put it, anoint this paper, put it in your altar, and that's it. Now, as she said that you write it in a checkbook. So yes, you can take a checkbook. In your checkbook, in the date, you will just write now and forever. You will write now and forever. In the name of the bank, you will write the law of abundance. Paid, you will write your name and family. Then you will put Om. Then you will write in the pay, you will write paid in full for a highest abundance good, for unconditional. Out here in the second line, you will write for unconditional love, joy, peace. And where, so when you're taking a check, make sure your name is printed. So if you see my checkbook, my name is printed. So out here, I just write above my name the law of abundance. I tear this check leaf, I anoint a oil, I light a candle, I put it on my altar with one cinnamon stick. That's it. And I leave it like that for the full moon day, for the new moon day. And the next day morning, when I again go for my prayer, I take the cinnamon stick and I put it for my cooking. Any dish which I'm making without onion garlic, that's how I use it. And I take the check and put it in my cash box. That's it. That's all I do. And that's how you can also do. All right. uh, Only thing, intention is very important. Try not to embellish it too much. Write with a blue color. Keep it open, because the universe has its own way of giving you. That's what I said. Invoke what you want, the thought, what you want to call it, your divine self, your higher self, your God, whatever you want to call it. Invoke, take the action, write the check or write the journal, say a thank you, let it go, and it's gone. It's gone to the universe. That's it. And let universe take care of you, because I want to keep it open to the universe to give me what universe think is for my highest good. I just do this much. I do not embellish my checks, abundance checks, and I do not write any other color, use any other color except blue. And the date I put now and forever is because now and forever I have gratitude, and this is all that I want. Abundance in every way, which is for my highest good. And you do it on the day of new moon, anytime from morning 6 o'clock to evening 6 o'clock. You can write it anytime. After 6 o'clock, we do not write the abundance check. That's the only thing. Right now, I have done my part. Questions, please.
So, Anita ma'am, can we have the questions in the WhatsApp group so the larger number of people who couldn't attend the workshop can
Oh,
also benefit from it?
absolutely.
So,
Absolutely, we can, sir. Dr. Saurav, we can, sir.
thank you so much. Because I think, the energy I'm getting is that there are people who could not attend because of whatever time and, they had other engagements. So, it will also benefit them largely for
Okay,
having that.
sure. As you feel best, as it seems best. I leave it to you, Dr. Vidhani.
Is
I
that
think you're
okay
the
to
best person
discuss in
to.
the group? Also, just please text a yes if you're okay with all the questions coming in the WhatsApp group. I take silence as yes.
I take it that way.
No, it's that was coming. So thank you so much, Anita ma'am. This was amazing. I've been using
My pleasure.
you've been talking about without really understanding them in detail, but this was just perfect. Just amazing details to every single ritual, and we look forward to the 19th workshop as well. Everybody
Yeah,
are
so people who want to know about the ritual oils, please come and join us on 19th. You will get more details. And even Dr. Saurav would be there, Shivani would be there. We would all be there to give you more insight to it.
Yeah, so absolutely, it's like they say that when you spread joy, more joy comes to you. So please spread the information about this coming workshop because we really want a large number of people to attend. Dr. Anupama will explain for the details in the WhatsApp group, so you have that starting on 19th, and we'll share all the details with you. So please invite more people to join in. It's going to be an amazing workshop. The first batch of students have had so much fun. They still keep on asking a lot of questions and a lot of manifestations happening. At this point, we would like to thank Anita ji
Yeah.
for her time and all the
Thank you
effort.
all for joining. Thank you all for joining. And as always, I would like to end with a gratitude to my mentor, Dr. Saurav Budani, who has helped me reach this place where I am today.
Thank you.
Bye.